Percy loved working at the harbor. It was bustling as the Fat Controller had decided to expand off the original one. Percy would trundle up the line to collect stone for the construction. He admired the views of the branch line, the gushing rivers, the quiet marshlands, and the picturesque villages. Percy had never seen such beauty. He'd often see Thomas on his travels, and the two would talk. "Well done, Percy. The Fat Controller is very pleased with the work you're doing." The only thing Percy disliked about branch line life was an airfield nearby to where the branch line and harbor line met up. The aeroplanes buzzed over the harbor during their takeoffs and landings, annoying Percy with their rackets. Noisiest of all, though, was a helicopter. "Stupid thing, why can't it go and buzz somewhere else?" "Where else could it go?" laughed Thomas. "There isn't another airfield for miles. Driver says he needs to stay close to the coast for emergencies." "Pah!" Percy huffed and snorted away. One day, Percy stopped at a small country station. The helicopter was there, basking in the sun. It brightened up when it saw Percy. "Hello, I'm Harold. Who are you?" "I'm Percy. What whirly great arms you got." "They're nice arms. I can hover like a bird. Don't you wish you could hover?" "No, not at all. I like my rails, thank you." "I think railways are slow. They're not much use, you know, and quite out of date. I see you lot crawling all around. Don't know why they want this new line." Percy was outraged. Maybe it's because we can be seen and not heard. Not as much noise pollution everywhere. Harold snorted. "Pollution in a different way with all that smoke. I can hardly escape it, even up here." "Haven't you got somewhere to be, or are you just here to throw insults at me?" "They need me down at the new harbor. I'm doing training maneuvers now." "Well, I would say I'd see you around, but more likely I'll hear you first." And Percy bustled away in a right state, off to the top station. Percy met Toby at the top station. Toby glanced at the disgruntled look on Percy's face and smiled. "Oh boy, what has you all worked up now? Another truck called you slow?" "No, but a helicopter has. That new one, Harold. He says we're all slow and out of date." "People call me slow and out of date, and I don't care. I know I'm really useful, and you are too, Percy." "Thank you, Toby. I wish I could find a way to pay that whaley bird out." "Oh, you should have a race. If he called you slow, then race him." Toby was only joking, but Percy loved this idea. He was stopped at the dairy station with his return train. There he saw Harold hovering low nearby. "Race me to the harbor." "Are you crazy?" "What, afraid I'll beat you?" "No, it's just slowpoke." "Fine, you're on." Percy thundered down the line as fast as he could go. Harold whirred not too far behind, and the trucks rattled and screamed behind Percy. "Go it, Percy, you're gaining!" cried the driver. The firemen shovelled for dear life as they drew ahead of Harold. "Well, I'll be a ding-dong-dang. We might just make it." "I'll get there all first." The signalman heard a frantic peep-peep from off in the distance. He hurriedly set the points and Percy screeched into the harbor. The train rolled underneath the main line and across the new swing bridge. Finally, they came to a stop on the new quay. "Oh dear," groaned Percy. "We've sure to have lost." The firemen scrambled onto the cab roof, while workmen gathered around to see the spectacle. "We've won! We've won! Harold's still circling. He's looking for a place to land." "Listen, boys," called the driver to the growing crowd. "I have a song for Percy," said Harold Helicopter to Percy. "You are slow. Your railway is out of date and not much use, you know. But Percy with his stone trucks made the trip in record time, and we beat the helicopter on a new branch line." Percy grinned as the workmen cheered. He loved the last line most of all.